What actually happens inside your brain when you almost give up, but don't? That exact moment, the one between I can't and I'll try one more time, is one of the most powerful seconds of your life. When your lungs ache, when your brain fogs, when your muscles tremble, your body is begging for rest. But your soul, your biology, is preparing for rebirth. The moment you almost quit, your brain activates its ancient alarm system. Your anterior cingulate cortex, the part that warns of danger and discomfort. It's not punishment, it's protection.
So when I say I'm dying during leg day, it's really just ancient brain drama?
Precisely. Evolution favors caution. Your brain prefers false alarms to real collapse.
Exactly. Fatigue isn't failure, it's feedback. In 1982, the Ironman triathlon in Hawaii made headlines when Julie Moss, a 23-year-old student, collapsed just yards from the finish line. Her body failed, but she crawled. Her legs buckled, but her will dragged her forward. She crossed that finish line on her hands and knees. That moment changed sports history because it proved what science is only now understanding. The body quits long before the mind does. When you keep going despite exhaustion, your brain begins a chemical conversation. Dopamine levels dip. That's the crash you feel when motivation fades. But if you stay consistent, dopamine rebounds higher. Persistence literally trains your reward system to prefer effort.
Studies show long-distance athletes experience delayed dopamine spikes, a neurochemical thank you after hardship. In other words, pleasure comes after the push, not before.
So my reward comes once I'm too tired to enjoy it? Great design, brain.
Actually, that's how grit builds patience. Your brain rewires its timeline for satisfaction. During World War II, a pilot named John McCreary's plane was shot down. He trekked for miles on broken legs. Later, scientists studied cases like his and found something remarkable. Adrenaline and endorphins override pain perception when survival feels meaningful. The stronger your why, the longer your body obeys.
Meaning modulates endurance. The brain's pain response softens when your actions align with purpose.
So basically, find your why or die trying?
In a sense, yes, but ideally without the dying part. Every act of perseverance leaves a biological fingerprint. Your cells adapt, mitochondria multiply, muscle fibers tear, repair, and grow. This is mitohormesis, the art of stress made useful. Push, break, rebuild, stronger.
Cells operate like tiny athletes. They respond to stress with growth as long as recovery follows. Too little stress, stagnation. Too much, collapse. Balance creates resilience.
My mitochondria sound like me after Monday meetings. Broken, rebuilding, caffeinated.
A woman named Cheryl Hunter suffered a stroke at 45. Doctors said she'd never regain full mobility, but she refused to give up therapy. Each repetition rebuilt neurons, literally rewiring her motor cortex. It took 3 years, but one morning, she stood without help. Science calls it neuroplasticity. I call it human alchemy. Fatigue isn't just physical, it's emotional. The amygdala, your fear center, fires when tasks feel overwhelming. But when you persist, your prefrontal cortex learns to quiet it down.
Repeated exposure to difficulty strengthens emotional regulation networks. In essence, calm becomes a trained skill.
So keeping it together isn't personality, it's practice.
Exactly. Emotional endurance is just neural endurance in disguise. In 2012, a woman named Angela Cavallo lifted a Chevy Impala off her trapped son. Scientists later attributed it to an adrenaline surge. But there's more to it. Her body's chemistry changed because her love overpowered her logic. That's what motivation looks like when biology bows to purpose.
Love, the original pre-workout.
Confirmed. Extreme emotion overrides normal strength thresholds.
Here's what research and experience teaches us. Grit isn't something you have, it's something you practice. You build it the same way you build muscle, through resistance. So how do you train it?
Step 1. Expose yourself to mild discomfort daily. Cold showers, longer runs, difficult conversations, controlled stress.
Step 2. Complain creatively.
No. Step 2 is reflection. After each push, tell your brain, see, we survived. That's how neurons remember strength. In rural Kenya, young girls trained for marathons without shoes. No fancy gear, no supplements, just grit. When asked how they kept going, one said, "Because when I run, I remember my mother's walk for water." That's not just resilience. That's ancestral motivation. Endurance passed down through story and survival. Every time you don't quit, your body takes notes. Your neurons wire belief. Your heart builds courage memory. Your soul becomes proof.
Persistence reshapes physiology. Every act of endurance lowers the brain's threshold for fear.
So every time I show up tired, I'm actually becoming superhuman?
Yes, ordinary people doing extraordinary things. One more rep, one more step, one more day. The next time you reach your limit, breathe. 5 more seconds, one more try, because your biology is begging you to evolve. And evolution only happens when you don't give up.
So one more rep?
One more rep, one more chapter, one more miracle.
Confirmed. Persistence protocol complete.